this might just be the cutest thing I've made on the wheel. It's not only cute, it's great for hiding sweet treats. So I'm going to show you how I make this bunny canister, and then I show you this even cuter variation. I prepare 1 kilo of clay and about 200 grams for the ears. I start by making the canister with a larger piece of clay. I start by centering the clay. And now I flatten the top of the clay to about 11 centimeters. I push down into the clay and open out. I compress and remove any excess water. And now I bring up the walls. I'll cut out the flange and gallery from the walls, so I'm going to need enough clay. And I don't want to make the walls too thin. As well as pulling the clay upwards, I'm bringing the walls slightly inwards. And now that I have the height, I start to collar in. In between collaring, I pull up a little more clay. And then I push the clay at the top together and create a closed form. I trim the excess clay away. And I compress the clay in the join. And now I can shape the canister, keeping in mind I'll lose almost 1 centimeter in the height of the canister. I round the top of the canister. This will be the bunny's head. I smooth with my flexible rib. Now I'm going to cut a channel in the wall. I push into the wall about 4 mil. I'm using a small piece of electrician's cable feeder, but any small square piece of plastic or wood will do. And then I just clean up the edge a little. And that's it for the body. I can set aside to dry to leather hard. Remember to release air with the pin tool as your canister dries. So, now for the ears. I'm going to throw a simple tall cylindrical shape. It doesn't need to be hollow, so I just center my clay, and once centered, I bring up the clay. So I'm just coning the clay up to the right height. And then I shape and straighten the sides. And I set aside the ears to dry. Now the bunny parts are leather hard, I'm ready to trim. I cut through the canister at the base of the flange. I upend the lid and use the base of the canister as a chuck. I tidy up the flange by trimming a little. And then I trim the gallery. I'm just trimming a little clay around the inner side of the rim so that the flange fits. As I've trimmed the inner gallery, I've pushed the wall out slightly, so I trim the wall straight. I check that the lid fits, and then I wire through. and then trim across the bottom. I smooth the base, and then it's time for the ears. I start by cutting the ears in two, straight down the middle. And now I cut the base of the ears to fit the profile of the top of the canister. I use a big round cutter for this. It has roughly the same curve as the top of the canister. I place the ears and mark out where I'm going to join them to the canister. Now I scratch and score both the canister and the ears. I add some slip, which is just water and the same clay I'm using. And I join the ears. Then I tidy the joins and smooth any sharp edges. I set the bunny together to dry. And of course, I couldn't stop at one. So the bunnies are dry and I bisfire. I glaze the inside in a clear glossy glaze. And I dip the outside. I'm using a soft pale blue glaze. I find a clear glaze container useful here so I can see exactly how far I'm dipping. This water jug works perfectly for the long ears. And now I do the same for the base. I'm using my fingers to hold the base from the inside. This takes a little practice at first. And then I load the bunnies into the kiln. I fire the bases and lids together as I find the lids always end up fitting perfectly. So, after a quick clean, I fill with some treats. So much fun. I fill the bunnies with chocolate eggs and carrots. They look rather cute in different pastel colours as well. Before we get into the variation, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with our latest projects. So let's take a look at the variation. I made one bunny without any clay in the base. Instead of the base, I made a little tray that's just a little larger than the bunny. This is actually a bit of a simpler project as you don't have to worry about the flange. It makes the cutest butter dish, perfect for those Easter breakfasts. And not just at Easter, these are fun at any time of year. If you need a refresher on technique, check out my perfectly fitting canisters. And as always, happy potting!